I don't know where a good place to put it would be.
All righty, so we are now live. So the first thing is that we've got the whole team. So we've got Bryce, John, and Lacey. So Lacey's here for our TikTok folks, and we're just using a phone mount. Bryce is trying to get us up on our Instagram, and
It's going to be a little awkward, but I'm going to try to make it work.
it's always a little awkward.
We're going live.
Going live. So really the goal for this, every Monday we're having trouble posting the LinkedIn. We may Okay, well,
Yeah, remove that. We'll fix it later.
yeah. Remove. Okay. So we're still live. Yeah, we're live on Facebook and the supporters page. So if you guys are joining with us every Monday, we're doing our operations meeting. So we just, through that transparency, the big idea was why don't we just do it where everyone can see? We do just a quick powwow, talk about anything that we need to, and then we just hop into the studio and start talking. So if you're seeing this, feel free just to chime in, just take part of the meeting. If you're seeing us on TikTok, same thing. We're kind of monitoring all the different chat things. And then the hope is that we eventually get our TikTok to where we can put you as part of the big studio, but we need your help. So if you're out there liking our page, hitting that like button for us, and then also going and following us will help us be able to start doing this from our full studio through TikTok as well. All right. So we've got a lot that we're going to kind of talk through. The first one is that Lacey did the math, and we just hit on. So if you guys aren't familiar, this is our live counter to our Facebook page. So we've got 8,418 followers on Facebook, and our Instagram's been growing pretty heavily as well.
Yep, got about 1,220.
Wow, and we were 300 in February. So
Boom.
I mean, you've done a great job growing that. And then we now have a LinkedIn page for Project Tribute.
Right.
And then Twitch, we have 2 followers. So good job. We need to do better on. I need to do better on that one. So we're slowly growing our social media. But so Lacey, you did the math, and if we had all of our 8,400, how many of our requests would be able to?
So we could fund 33 of our 45 requests in 8 months.
If everybody
gave $5 a month.
Yep.
$5.
Just $5.
Just $5.
So to donate $5, the website you can donate kind of a one time, but because the website doesn't store your data, really the best way is through. We've got PayPal, Venmo, or our text to donate platform, and all those are secure payment platforms. And to text, it's 918-856-3977. If you do that, it'll send you a link. You touch that link, and you can go through the process.
Text the words "bleed kit."
Yep. So you just text the 2 words "bleed kit" to 918-856-3977. It's one of those things. We've got a pretty big following that, I mean, truly, if everyone just set up a $5 a month, we could really make an impact. And it's $5. It's something that, you set it up, it automatically goes out. You just don't notice it.
It's less than your Starbucks.
Your 1 day of Starbucks for the month.
Yeah,
You won't even notice it gone.
So that's the big one, is trying to just help encourage folks to text to donate. Again, 100% of your donations is going towards life-saving. We don't have any paid staff. We don't have, our operation cost is pretty minimal. So it's just helping us run the operation and save lives.
We get paid with handshakes and gratitude. That's about it.
You get handshakes?
Candy. I get a lot of handshakes.
I get candy.
Yeah, we get candy too.
There. You've earned your pay this week. Good job.
Thank you.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
You guys have ruined. I'm eating this no-bake cookie. Yep. I don't care. I'm eating it.
I'm not touching those.
Nom, nom, nom. All right. So the other thing that we're trying to do is grow our board. So if you're interested in getting involved, we're just trying to get folks that are definitely interested, trying to get, serve your first responders, serve your local community. What we are doing though is we are a working board. So if you are interested in joining us as a board member, the goal is to stay with a voting power. I shouldn't have eaten that. Yeah, irony. Is that you need to raise by the end of the year $3,000, so $1,500 every 6 months to keep your voting rights, and that's just to help us fund the operation. Again, 100% of donations is going right towards the cause.
Yup.
And then, so we've got a couple small changes to the website. But I guess let me pull that up. So the first one is if you're interested in being a board member or a volunteer, also our newsletter. Lacey's been doing a phenomenal newsletter. I called it good last time and I got in trouble.
I think you called it pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. So that's better than good.
No, I didn't take it that way.
No, she was mad. So to be a board member, you just fill out this board application, and it really is what's your name, what's your phone number, and then we'll there's another thing that we'll send you. To be a volunteer, you click the volunteer form, and as soon as you submit that, Bryce will reach out to you and say, hey, we've got an event coming up. And we've got a lot of really, really cool events coming up.
Yup. Lots of cool ones.
And then to get on the newsletter, right below volunteer form is subscribe, and you can just click that. So again, our website is www.projecttribute.com. If you're checking us out on TikTok, we're a nonprofit that what we do is we fundraise for anything that can save a life. Perfect. Lacey just answered that too.
I did.
So far we've put it's $225,000 in gear, or the value of gear, in the hands of first responders, and that's yielded 13 lives that have been saved so far. And we'll serve anyone across the nation. I've got a box going to Georgia. We've got a lot of locals here in Oklahoma. So that's our goal, is any first responder across the nation we will serve. So that's enough on the board application. And again, text bleed kit to 918-856-3977 to donate. And then the shirts. So Lacey had a good observation that we had too many shirts, and we did. It was a lot to scroll through. So if you go on our website, projecttribute.com, and scroll, now we're going to keep 4 basic shirts, and typically we only have one that we're going to highlight. This one I did 2 because we had Law Enforcement Appreciation Day yesterday. I went ahead and put our thin blue line shirt back on there. But the current one that we are highlighting is the agency. It's basically a firefighter, police, and medic. And I've got a camera angle of that shirt. So let me.
Boom.
So
it's a slick shirt.
Trying to see. It's in the corner there. So it's got on
You're
the.
Almost there. Oh wait.
Yeah, it's kind of there.
It's kind of.
Oh.
Again, more followers, more likes, we can get better imagery. So on Facebook, we've got it posted up there. It's a really comfortable shirt. It's one of my favorites, but then the design's real sharp, and it's got the same 3 skulls on the back. So that's our going into October shirt. If you'll order that now, it's $28.70, and then that's from extra small all the way. I think they go to 5X, and then it's in a ton of different colors as well. In addition, we've got our thin blue line shirt going on, and that one is because we had Law Enforcement Appreciation Day yesterday at done by Mr. Brian and his lead team, Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. But so if you want to go purchase the shirt, you just go on our website, and it's projecttribute.com. Just go to our store. So we're going to keep a couple items, our mainstays. So the circle logo, and then our OG hoodie, which is actually behind. Oh yeah, it's behind me, right there. That's a Bella canvas, real comfortable. And I think, I don't think I have an image on. Nope, I don't. And then if you're seeing us on TikTok, you can go find us on Facebook, Project Tribute Foundation. And then same thing on LinkedIn. We need about 150 people to go like our LinkedIn page for the Project Tribute Foundation, so we can basically start streaming from that as well. So every time you all engage with our Facebook page, with our Instagram, with our TikTok or LinkedIn, it helps us continue to grow. And the growing in being seen helps us serve more first responders. And that's our goal.
That's right. So go check out that shirt now, because it will be gone soon.
Yep, we're just going to run it for 1 week, and then we'll put up another shirt. So the 4 mainstays, the firefighter shirt that's behind Lacey. So let's see here. That one right there, if you're on TikTok. And I don't have a camera angle. So if you want to, I guess they can see it on the website.
See it.
All the wires you'll trip over. So sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll have these 3 shirts. They will be taken off the website, or these 2 shirts and the mug will be taken off the website on Friday. And we'll basically just keep kind of a 1-week rotation going on. And then the other thing, I don't know that I showed you guys, I also redid the first page because from your feedback of scrolling. So the intro video of what Project Tribute is first, and then the highlighted shirts is second. Yep.
Nice.
And then all the other stuff about us. And then if you are an agency that is putting request into us, we're running, let's see, our longest one is going to be 2022, but really, so 6/12/2022 is getting ready to go out. So Jinx Fire is the next one that's going to be fundraising for. So we're running a little over a year on request. We could use your help. If you're an agency that has put in a request to us, if you're on our board, we definitely need to see your folks and your agency help share and promote. And, if we're doing the work for you, do some small work for us of liking our page, helping just tell your community that we exist. Those are huge things that you can do to help us reach donors, just help show people we're a legitimate organization that really is fundraising for you. So that's a minimum. It helps us the more that you can get your local communities. But as you see, we've got a ton of requests. We got in 6 just this week. So if you're part of the request, it could take a year. But if we had every single person on our Facebook page go and donate $5, 8 months.
8 months.
That's all it would take. 8 months.
Maybe 9 now since we had 6 more come in.
That's fair.
But we could get it.
Yep. So your donations, your contributions are going directly in the hands of first responders. And it's the beauty of what we do. We've kind of all talked about this, is that we're not doing crazy things. I mean, it's tourniquets, fire extinguishers. It's the frontline tools that are needed for our small agencies. One of the agencies I talked with a gentleman today, he started a police force in his town, and they need everything. Yep. So it's a team of 4, and they're just needing to figure out how do we have the basic gear. Yeah. That's what we're after. We're not after really the big agencies. We'll serve them, but we're going to prioritize these smaller agencies first. I think that's it for the website. Is there anything else I need to highlight on here?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Good on the website.
All right. I'm going to turn that off then. Go back to cameras. All right.
Boom.
What else so I kind of blasted through a lot of it. The text to donate. We are changing the store. Overland Apparel. Is that right? Overland Apparel?
Yes.
So Overland Apparel, we signed a partnership with them. The goal is sometime in November that our shirts will switch over. They're a Missouri-based company, and they'll still do the ship to order, but we'll be able to have a little bit better quality control and pricing on that. So you'll see a lag period at some point. So that's why we're doing these short little sales. That way some of these designs will not come out again.
Yep. Not for a long time anyway.
Yeah.
So now's your time to pick them up. Check out projecttribute.com, pick up that shirt, because it may disappear forever. Or for a very long time.
Yeah, it'll be a while before they come back, because we'll start using Overland Apparel's designs and try again.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of events coming up.
We do.
You want to talk about the first one coming up?
Sure.
Okay.
So on October 7th, we'll be doing a bake auction. So this is going to be a virtual auction on Facebook. Angie and I will be in the studio, which would be a little weird, but
oh, we're going to do it live.
Yeah. Well, we need to talk about it while we're doing it.
Yeah.
So
and we have okay. I didn't even think about that.
We've got to talk about it.
Yeah. Nice.
So we'll be in the studio. We'll post all the pictures of our awesome baked goods online and on Facebook, and everybody can go in and auction there. We'll give you a time frame that you can bid. We'll give you a time frame to come pick it up. Obviously, we want you to be local-ish because you got to pick it up. But if there are any bakeries who are wanting to donate to this, we would love to take your items and auction them off. Make sure you guys share that with your friends, though, so that we get plenty of people bidding. All of the proceeds are going to supplies.
Yep.
Getting that out.
So that's the beauty, is that anything that we're doing, it's just to help save lives. Like all the funds are going towards life saving, nothing else. We don't have payroll. We don't have, it's very basic. So, all right. So that's going to be what date?
October 7th.
Okay. And then time wise, have you guys
11 to 1.
Okay. And then pickup is October 7th as well.
Right.
And so we'll keep all the items over here at the Project Tribute Foundation office, which is at 4200 Southeast Adams Road here in Bartlesville. So if you're not familiar, Bartlesville is near Tulsa. But so you would basically, you could pay us. We've got the swipe tool. We've got PayPal, Venmo. So we've got lots of payment methods. So you'll go auction, you'll bid, and then whenever it's time to pick up, that's when you would pay. So yeah, the goal is about $5,000 is what we're hoping to raise from this one event.
Right.
So if you are a bakery and you really want to throw down, we definitely want to get, if you have a logo and you're a bakery that is making something, send us your logo so we can, try to make a pretty picture of your product with your logo on there, because we want mutually beneficial partnerships with everybody.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's the bake sale.
Yes.
And then the next one, I've got it posted, but I can't see my comments.
Trunk or treat.
Oh, yeah. So the trunk or treat, we're going to do it here at the foundation office. And again, 4200 Southeast Adams Road. And then that one was the 28th, and it starts at 5:30. So if you are a Jeep club, I don't care if you got a minivan with holes in it, bring it. That's fine. So we're going to have a very large space that you can park around and just do where kids can come and just get some candy. So we'll do our first ever trunk or treat. If you are interested in donating to help us buy candy, you can just bring bags of candy over to the foundation office. If the door is locked, just throw the candy at the door. Throw it like I do at my keys at Thorin. And Thorin, actually, thank you. He's already made a commitment to helping us buy some candy as well. But with that one, it's just there's no fees or anything. But if you do want to come, the neat thing is if you're a vehicle, the bathroom is 10 steps from your vehicle. So we'll have water and snacks and all that stuff for any of the participants.
You check out the foundation, see what we do, see what our HQ looks like.
And hopefully next year we can turn it into like some kind of a spook house. But this time it's just going to be lights on and let the kids walk through.
Right.
And so that's the 28th. We've got Okie Jeep Jam the weekend of the 20th. That's going to be in Muskogee. So Bryce, you've got some volunteers that are joining us on Saturday. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday night is a whole bunch of day and night trail runs. So there's not much, like they meet, they do the registering, walk around a little bit and then leave. Saturday is the big day. So just if you're volunteering for that, just come on down Saturday. We'll be out there all day long. And it's nice to have 3 or 4 people is great. Just for bathroom breaks, go grab lunch. It's last year it was just me and Nick was there for a bit. And so just having time to go just take a break is always useful. And Bravado Wireless, just a shout out to them. They're letting us use, they've got a house in Muskogee for folks to stay at. And then they also they funded the booth. So to have space at Okie Jeep Jam there's a cause that they donate for. And I forgot what it was, but Bravado Wireless is paying for us to be there. And they've done that 2 years in a row now. And then hopefully next year we'll have our tried and true trailer and be able to really start showing at these Jeep events.
Heck yeah.
And then the one that I am most excited about, I am absolutely excited about this, is we're going to do a dodgeball tournament.
Dodgeball tournament.
We are trying to get the details together, like where we're going to have it at. But in November, we are looking to do a dodgeball tournament. What we're thinking is like a $10 a person entry fee. The funds would just go towards Project Tribute in our donation request. And then I really of all of this, I want the red balls. Like I want to hear that ping.
Dong.
Right. So if you are a group of highway patrol and you've got the ambulance crew that you just want to bean in the face, we can set this up.
Do a cops versus firefighters
something. Yeah, like all of them. Nurses versus fire. I mean,
that'd be awesome. Have just a first responder teams.
Yeah. Or teachers versus firefighters. So we are opening it up to any teams. We'll figure out the sign up and all that stuff. That's going to happen in November. Things to be determined, but start getting your teams together because we're doing this.
It will happen.
Yeah. If there is somebody that's written you a ticket, we will try to figure out if we can get them on a dodgeball team for you.
Are we going to form our own team?
I think we need to, but we need 8. So we got to get some more board members. Your
true.
Volunteers, we could do it.
Britt and Leslie.
Okay, yeah.
If they come down for
Compton.
I bet Leslie could take somebody out with a dodgeball.
Yeah, I bet so.
I bet, yeah. Oh, Compton? Jesus. Ooh.
But would she be on our team or the cops team?
Ours.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not going against her in dodgeball.
Okay.
Come to the dock side.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Xenon, the Amazon woman on the other team? No. All right. So we in November, dodgeball. So we'll figure out how many teams, and we've got technology that we can do for like sign up genius or something. But start getting your teams together, and it's not just going to be cops versus firefighter. It's going to be any teams. I kind of want to see if we can do like a contest, like because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Let's dodgeball it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch dodgeball tonight. That's it. So we are going to do that in November, and then we're talking through some form of a banquet in
February or March.
Okay.
Hopefully February.
Yep.
Not all the details have come together yet.
Well, we just talked about it last week. So,
Yeah.
I mean, but we've got some amazing volunteers that are stepping up and really starting to throw down for us. Brent for Baxter Springs set himself a goal of $15,000 raised this next year. He's done some pretty cool already. There's lots of like flex Jeep things that he's looking to add. And I told him, I was like, man, don't put that pressure on you. He's like, I'm going to. I was like, okay. So he's got some big goals. Now they haven't figured out the date yet. They posted on the Baxter Springs Invasion. Hey, what do people think time wise? I said January, but that's selfish. I like the cold. So so I don't know what they're looking to do is make it where it's not as hot outside. So they're nailing that down. But again, their goal is to raise more. If you look at Eureka Springs, they earned $51,000 for that event. I mean, that's crazy.
So it's realistic.
Oh yeah, it's realistic. The thing that like Okie Jeep Jam and Eureka Springs, one of the things that they do really well is that they're surrounded by off-road trails. So it's realistic. It's just they've got to figure out that niche. And so it's just going to take time. I mean, the second one is bigger than the first one, and the first, so it's just going to be compounding. Kind of like we talked about trunk or treats, maybe small. Speaking of October 28th.
Yes.
If you are part of a Jeep club, and we would love to have some more Jeeps out here, but I know we've got a couple of the Bartlesville ones like Coffeyville Jeepers. If you guys want to come out, please do. And I know that everyone's doing them, so no hard feelings, but we definitely, it would be nice to have, a dozen Jeeps out here or a dozen or 2 dozen of just any vehicle. Like motorcycles, same thing. I mean, I don't care what your vehicle is. Come join us. It'll be a nice environment. But also what's neat is I've done plenty of these where you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's just kind of uncomfortable. You'll be feet from a building. So of the ones that I've done, I would do this one first.
Definitely.
In my opinion.
Definitely.
And then again, so if Eureka Springs earned $51,000 in a single event, how often, if everyone of our 8,400, what was that? If we could clear the board of how many in
8 months?
8 months?
33 requests.
And that's like $400,000 in requests, isn't it?
And
Right.
growing.
And
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yes.
I just added $20,000 in one agency. Yeah, because they were asking for shields and plates and plate carriers.
Yeah.
And,
So all we're asking for is just $5 a month. If you want to text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977, we could really truly use that donation. Like we said earlier, that's 100% goes towards purchasing gear, equipment, training, all that kind of stuff for first responders. You're not paying anybody's salary or anything like that. It's going straight to gear. So
Hey, and DC with Tried and True's watching us over here on TikTok. So hey, Deed,
what up?
hope you're doing okay, brother. Hope you're getting some rest. He just finished several trailers and is in that lull. That dude is busting his tail. I'm excited to do some work with him. All right, so Jeep Invasion Dodgeball, text to donate, shirts, bake auction. Bake auction's coming up when?
October 7th,
Okay, cool.
11 to 1.
And then what's the text to donate?
Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977.
All right, that is the entirety of my list.
Cool.
Awesome.
How about the event that we went to yesterday?
That was
Let's
cool.
talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
What happened?
I don't know. So Brian puts on an amazing event that is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, LEAD. And we definitely were taking notes for Banquet. There was apparently I sent 86 text messages yesterday, just about a single event. But it's a phenomenal event where Brian and the Crossroads Baptist Church, they got together and they just hosted an event to celebrate law enforcement. And it's not just Bartlesville PD. It was all agencies kind of from the area. I mean, OSBI, Washington County, Dewey, Ramona, and just shared the appreciation for the work that the law enforcement and their families, because it is an entire household job. So yeah, it was a cool event. The end.
That is not the end.
That is the
I
end.
wasn't there. I wasn't there, but
But
I heard
I heard
They
it through-
surprised you with
that there
a
was
Citizen of the Year
Yeah.
award.
They
Yeah.
did. Yeah, they did. And
the-
Project Tribute.
Yeah.
but it
Well,
has your name on it.
And Project Tribute.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So apparently Brian knew that I would not attend if he told me.
Mhm.
And then he said, he was like, man, I couldn't figure out how to get you on stage. And then I asked him Friday, hey, we've got 2 deliveries for Bartlesville PD. Could we just do this at the
Right.
event? And he's like, great. Now I have you on stage.
Right.
So Brian, kudos. That was sly of you. But yes, he is correct.
But
had I known.
it just goes to show that people clearly appreciate what Project Tribute and obviously you are doing for the community, huh?
We
Well, yeah, I guess we're not getting awards though, so we're talking about you.
Project Tribute's listed on that. So
Yeah.
as far as I care.
But
we.
I mean, and the other thing I noticed too, and that's not to discredit anyone else that spoke, but people stood up and gave a standing ovation after kind of talking about the stuff that we do. So people are passionate about it and people care.
Yeah.
And they really like what we've got going on. So just one more reason to just keep chugging along.
And if you're watching, you can text to donate.
We sure can.
You can text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977.
That's text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, it was cool. It's always awkward, and I very much appreciate I don't like the recognition, to be honest, at all. But I appreciate it because it is nice to know that those long sleepless nights and the hours of grants and Lacey got to experience her first no. What was the turnaround time on that no?
Like an hour.
Yeah.
An hour of work and an hour to get rejected.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's the running joke that I always try to encourage my team with is that you can't get a yes without a no, and a bunch of them.
Yep.
A lot of them. And so that's the cool thing that it's in the sea of no's, every now and then you get that yes, and that yes really makes it pretty cool. Hey, Miss Angie's with us too. So she's on TikTok with us. So Angie, we've already shared about the bake sale or the bake auction at Dodgeball, and we've talked about a potential banquet for 2024. If you're watching us on Facebook, what else do you guys, if you're here, chime in, tell us what you're thinking. The 3 may be us. I don't know.
Probably.
It might be. But yeah, so the lead event was great. I mean, Brian did a phenomenal job with that, and he's in his 7th year of doing that, and that is his event. But so Chaplain Brian is one of the chaplains, obviously. But he does a lot of peer support, and he's utilized the foundation for those peer support moments. And we want to keep encouraging, if you're a first responder and you're just needing just a safe space to come talk, that's what this place is for. You reach out to your chaplain. You can come talk here. It's off the beaten path. It's available 24/7. But it's one of the many things that we will do to help save a life is make sure that you have a space that is comfortable. I just loaded it with, so the water sitting on the counter, as a matter of fact, that's because of Chaplain Brian. So I said, okay, you've used the space. What do you wish you had? And it was, I wish there was just room temperature bottles of water. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So now there's always going to be room temperature bottles of water.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you know. So don't put all my bottles of water.
I was going to say, I will not put them in the fridge.
Don't do that.
Thank you for telling me.
But that's the neat thing is that the snacks, the coffee, all the stuff is there just so, it's comfortable. It's truly a safe space. So, Angela, thank you for sharing. She shared it for 10 friends. So if you're joining us on TikTok, just hitting that like button and following us on TikTok makes a huge difference. We also have a LinkedIn page. We're trying to get 150 followers, not huge, 150.
Yep.
But then we can start broadcasting live from our LinkedIn page as well. All right. So we've talked about my list, your list, the one thing that I didn't put on my list. What else?
That's pretty much it. I mean, it pretty much wraps it up. Obviously, like we talked about, engagement is super important. So even if you're not able to donate, and if you can, we're just asking for $5 a month. But even if you can't, we're just looking for shares, likes, comments. We do get paid, like we've talked about. We get paid from Facebook for the amount of engagement that we get. So hop on there, share a post, like all of our posts, and
So
Yeah.
for every 1,000 engagements, likes, 3-word comments or longer, Facebook pays us a penny.
Mhm.
So out of 8,000 people, that's 8 pennies in a single post if everyone liked it.
Yep.
And then if we're posting 5-6 times a day, easily we could earn. I mean, the maximum is $30,000, cheaper than coffee these days. Absolutely. So the whole idea is that the more you all engage, the more funds we're able to generate, and the more advocacy we're able to do.
Mhm.
And the funds generated aren't going to anyone's pocket; it's going into everything that we do, saving a life. So from the broadcasting, from our future goals of having a mobile mental health kind of platform, the foundation peer support facility. I mean, it's anything that can save a life. But the one thing it's not going towards is salary, payroll, cost reimbursement. About to come crash the party and say hi. Well, we've got an extra mic space for you.
Let's go.
Yeah. If you really mean it, you run on like Bayou time sometimes though.
Wonder if I locked the door behind me. I probably did.
I don't know. I kind of wondered if you're going to unlock the front door and then walk to the other one.
I unlocked the front door, but then after I unlocked the front door, I locked it when I came back in because I figured there was a reason it was locked.
No, it just happens.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Well, and
Bayou
John
time?
never agreed to this, but once we hit 8,500 likes on Facebook, I'm going to do a giveaway. So
Fair enough.
Director of Communications said so.
It has been communicated.
And it's been communicated.
Communicated.
So Bayou time is we'll get to it when we get to it. So if you're running on Bayou time, we're going to be done here in 10 minutes.
Damn bad Bayou.
That right there, that's
Yeah.
Bayou time. All righty, so let's see here. If you're watching this on TikTok, if you got any questions for us for Project Tribute Foundation, and same thing on all of our other platforms. If you got questions, let us know. Yeah, Bowie time. I don't. You're in Dewey. I get it. Spelling's hard. So I did have an interesting phone call. We'll wait and see how that plays out. I don't run on that. I was right on time last time I met you. That's fair. That's fair. If you're driving and texting, I've got an officer we need to talk to. So I had a young lady that she called, and it was a random phone call, and just said, "Hey, tell me about the thin blue line." And so it was a weird question, and she shared with me afterwards that she'd asked that a couple times, and people got pretty, I don't know, hostile towards it. And so, and I finally asked her, hey, because I was like, well, it's just a symbol. It's not, well, I didn't, and she was sharing that my dad served in the Navy and he wore an American flag, not a thin blue line flag. I was like, well, the officers don't wear the thin blue line. Like they may have it as a patch if their department allows it. Well, why would they allow it? We should only allow. I was like, well, we don't write policy for anything. We just buy gear. Oh, well, what do you do? I was like, well, how'd you get my number? So then that yielded, how'd you get my number? And can you tell me the purpose of why you're asking? And it seemed like knowledge sake, or I've made the news. I don't know. But finally I was able to say, how when your dad got deployed, you had the yellow ribbon out on your, he's at work now. I'm parked. Fair enough. So you're not coming this way. So, but so I just explained the best way to explain the thin blue line was that if your family member is deployed and you have the yellow ribbon on a tree or whatever outside, or the blue star flags, that's not something you wear. That is a symbol of our family has a service member deployed or lost a service member, or, we are a police family or a nurse, fire, etc. So they may wear it as a patch if the agency likes it, but it's really not. That's not the purpose of it. It's just to say we're a blue right. house or a red house, whatever.
Right.
And so it was an interesting conversation that somebody was comfortable enough just to ask. And then what was nice is that advocacy of her reaching back, at the end of it, just saying, I asked that from several people and they got very defensive. Oh yeah, you're welcome anytime, Christian. So every Monday we're doing it for sure. And then we're going to start, we're reformatting our podcast to try to figure out a way to talk more about gear and stories. But unfortunately with law enforcement, you guys have to be a lot careful or more careful about what you talk about. And so what I think we're going to do is kind of talk about a device, a story that we see if we can talk with somebody that their life has been saved by that device somehow. And then maybe if we can talk to the person, sometimes it's not. Fire guys can say a lot more than the police guys can. It's kind of what we've learned. But yeah, no, you're welcome anytime. You, Bryce, and I can coordinate sometime just to get you in front of the camera. It's I mean, it's chill.
What about stories from past agencies? Is it kind of the same deal?
Depends. If it's got to be a closed court case. I mean, like, so that's the hard part about the policing is that their stuff goes on for years. So like one of we were talking about him earlier that he had to be very careful about what he spoke on because the case is done, but there's still appeals and all the other stuff
Drags out for a long time.
Yeah. Versus a firefighter can say, we saved a life, moved on.
Yep.
Right. So that's the hard part is that it's harder to share the stories that really people I wish people knew all the things that they do. And that was the cool thing to me of the 13 lives telling the room yesterday that 10 of those were law enforcement.
Yeah.
People don't understand that the statistics are a law enforcement officer is going to come first on scene more often than not. So then our goal is we'll serve any agency, but the law enforcement ones we're putting more in their hands and it's saving more lives because it's in their hands and the training.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool was that Refuge Medical came down, did their training, and then they used
a couple days later.
I mean, it was a Friday, and they were 3 of them were responding to a person on a Sunday.
Yep.
And the neat thing to me was I asked them, how did you feel? And they had the tools, they had the training. It didn't work out, but they knew that we did all we could versus walking away going, I wish I had. That to me was invaluable. So I can give you some stories. I have funny, sad, gross, dark. All of y'all do, man. But yeah, it's this thin blue line. And so it was a cool conversation with that lady too, just to circle back on that. But what I really liked was just having that. She knew that she could call and say, what is this?
Right.
I've never had that phone call before.
Right.
So, all right. We are at 30 minutes. So viewers, what else do you, Christian, Craig Patterson put in a request for Dewey for the Schlichman tourniquets as well as fire extinguishers. So we got your agency covered.
Yep.
Well, we've got it on the list.
It will be covered.
It will be covered if
every one of our Facebook followers gives $5 a month.
Just $5.
Text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977.
That's 918-856-3977. Text Bleed Kit now.
We've got to do that more. Like that really is. We need to figure out our
we need to make a commercial.
Yeah, something.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. That's what I all right. Well, I was hoping that the counter would move too. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But the things you guys can do to help us, there's the no cost and then there's the cost.
Yes.
So you've got the volunteering that, and we're looking at having volunteer t-shirts and that kind of stuff made. The Bryce will reach out to you at every chance that we have a volunteer opportunity.
Yep.
The neat thing is if you can't, just tell them no. The only thing I ask is if you say yes, be there. Board members, we are looking for leadership. We're looking for folks that want to help drive this business to the next level. The third year of any nonprofit is typically a pretty big year. So that's our goal. If you're interested in being a board member, right. We did have a request coming out of California.
Nice.
Well, I've got to vet them out. It's a hard one to do so far away. But if you're in the Oklahoma area and interested in joining a board, we're looking for members. We're looking for folks that are willing to go help advocate for Project Tribute
and folks that are connected. You've got a decent network going. You can just submit that application on our website, and we'll check into it and get back to you. But just individuals that have those business connections. I mean, that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for those strategic partners that are going to help us grow. It is a working board. We are a grassroots nonprofit. We're not backed by anything crazy. So we're looking for folks that want to help us and help us continue to serve first responders. $225,000 within 3 years of gear supplied and 13 lives saved. And that, I mean, the gear's there, we're just waiting to be used. So those lives saved will just naturally keep compounding. Let's see, other ways, definitely on social media. So our goal is to hit 10,000 followers. Once that happens, we're allowed to start doing other promotionals like commercials and paid commercials. So 10,000 followers would really help us. And that's where you all come in. We're not doing any major paid advertisements, anything like that. It's just that grassroots. So if you haven't shared and invited your friends to like our page, please do. That helps us more than anything else. So, and all you have to do, it's very simple. You go to the Project Tribute Foundation Facebook page, invite friends, and then it'll send 1,000 invites right then. So that's huge. Same thing on TikTok. If you're watching, just going and inviting your friends to follow us on TikTok. So if you haven't done that, if you haven't invited your friends list to go like Project Tribute, do that. That
Yep.
will help us hit that 10,000 within easily moments. I mean,
Mhm.
we've been gaining about 100 to 200 a week. So that's a huge one. And then the second one is, as you see our post on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on TikTok, hitting that like button
Mhm.
every time you can. That helps put the algorithms of all those things and puts us in front of new people, new faces. And again, it helps us continue to grow. And the only reason that growing matters on social media is the more people see us and know that we're real and can ask us and engage with us. We're gaining about every day and a half, we're gaining a request from an agency from across the country. I mean, Montana, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. So I need to be gaining followers from those same areas so we can really get donors to help us. And that $5 a month is another low impact way to your finances that can make a massive impact in our capabilities.
I think I was looking at our analytics on Instagram, and I think a majority of the people that see our posts are from California, or at least certain posts.
Huh.
I noticed that the other day.
Mm.
There was a lot from California.
So maybe that's kind of how you got the request in the first place.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
So we'll need to look at the analytics and see what's going on there. But yeah, I noticed that too.
And then we've got the podcast on all the channels. We haven't aired in quite a while. We're looking to redo that. But again, the more that you engage, the more that other people see us. And we still got plenty of people in our own hometown that don't know that we exist.
Yep.
So we're going to do flyers and other campaigns locally to really try to do some better advocacy. But we need your help. And again, if you're an agency that put a request in, we're going to start sending out emails to you all to say, hey, please help us. Go share to your communities that we exist. And then those are the big ones. That's going to help us show when we go to another nonprofit or another foundation or a grant company, any of those things, and say, here's who we are. The thought is that's how we got connected with Refuge Medical. It was Forrest's wife saw us on Facebook and said, you need to check them out. And then next thing we know, we have had one of our biggest years because of this partnership with Refuge Medical.
That's awesome.
Yep. So cannot thank Refuge Medical enough. And then again, we've got some big deliveries coming up. So ABB, what does ABB stand for? Do you know?
ABB.
Well, okay. So ABB is a business. They're a very big business, but they're located here in Bartlesville as well. They donated $3,700 for fire extinguishers. So we're putting 65 fire extinguishers on Bartlesville Police Department, any of their vehicles. And then in addition, we had the SROs. We're getting them 27 of the Schlishman wraps. And I want to start adding those to our basic kits that we're getting from Refuge Medical as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you all, the big ones, especially the 3 that are watching us live and those that will see this after the fact, helping us post and share and tell people that we exist. Also engaging. If you see something that you feel like we could be doing better, you can volunteer. We've had plenty of people show up that, hey, I don't want to be a board member, but I want to help. I want to own an event for you. Okay, cool. So we've got some great folks that are really starting to come, and this name is 2 Horses, 1 Ass on TikTok. That's fantastic. So
quality.
Wonder if they know any dad jokes.
I hope not.
It's a decent way to end a podcast.
That is some dad jokes.
Yeah.
Do we need to? Do you have a dad joke on deck? No. Are you gonna do it? Because my phone's tied up. I can't look up a good dad joke.
Yeah. There's a couple of guys. Oh, I can't remember what their names are, but they go on, and that's like their main thing. Is it's 2 guys. They're sitting across from each other, and they're drinking out of mugs.
Oh, on the pier or whatever.
Yeah, they've got some really funny
They are
jokes.
fantastic.
Oh man, I need to just write some of those down, but they're so good. I have to see if I can try to remember one of them.
Uh-oh. Lacey's got one.
This might be a little personal.
Uh-oh.
I just found out I'm colorblind.
I hate you.
The news came out of the orange. Oh, here's one for you.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit aloha.
That was good. Screw you and your colorblind joke. You're fired.
That's great.
How many times have you fired me?
This week?
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
I got fired yesterday and the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Probably not even 15 minutes after I showed up to the event because I brought up that meme that I made.
You both went awkwardly silent.
Text bleed kit to 918-856-3977.
It was a good meme, Bryce.
And
They
then
promised me he was not
maybe
gonna
we'll
post
share
it.
that meme with you. In fact, I would almost say I will share that meme with you if you text bleed kit to 918-856-3977.
That's a great idea. This
and
is a
just donate $5.
fantastic meme that everybody should see.
And you're going to miss out on it.
And you're
if
going to
you
miss
don't.
out if you don't text.
But if you share it with the very first person that donates $5 a month, then it's out there. How do you make sure you get to $5 a month?
Because most likely those people aren't going to know each other.
Okay.
That's my justification.
Okay.
It's the best I can do.
It's there. The offer's out there. Text bleed kit to 918-856-3977 and see the meme that
And
everyone wants to know about.
See the meme.
This is how I become Project Tribute full time. Right there. Just that. Alrighty,
Selling
guys.
memes.
So I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to go over?
I
No.
think that's pretty much it.
No.
Okay. So text bleed kit, obviously, we've said it a few times, but if everyone of our 8,400 followers would do that, 8 months, we'd have most of the board cleared.
Yep.
We've got the bake auction coming up. I mean, it's just in what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yep. So in 2 weeks, we're hoping to raise about $5,000 off that bake auction.
Yep.
So we need your help.
Yep.
Definitely challenge your friends, your coworkers, whatever. And then if you're providing the items, they'll coordinate with Lacey and Miss Angie. And I need to find out if Angie wants Angie or Angela. On TikTok, it says Angie. So I got to find that out. Will you ask?
I will.
Add that to your list.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We just couldn't do it without you guys. We were recognized yesterday, and it's because of not the work that we've done. It's the support we've been able to provide through your help. That's what's really meaning a difference. And getting the gear in the hands of the frontline first responder, that's what we do, and that's what we do very well. So if you have any questions, if you have any needs, if there's anything you missed, you can comment on here. You can go check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and then again on basically every platform from PayPal, Venmo, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitch, Facebook. It's Project Tribute Foundation. We're trying to make everything. The only one that's not is on what was Twitter. It's like Project Tribute 1. So, but there is a Twitter account out there.
Nobody uses that.
I haven't. It's there, but I haven't used it either. So, alrighty.
Your mom joined.
They did, yeah. That's fantastic. That got my attention real quick. No, she didn't. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna hang up on everything else, and
See you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next
Project
Monday.
Tribute Foundation signing off.
That's it. You weren't gonna do another text to bleed.
Text bleed kit to 918-856-3977.
That's bleed kit to 918-856-3977. And get the meme that everyone is looking for.
You only get it if you do the $5 monthly.
Just $5.
And at the end of the 12 months, we'll send you the meme.
This just became
We're
extortion.
gonna have to make a new one every month and just have like a list
Yes.
that we can dole out. They're all gonna be you based.
That's not okay. This is I need
Just hang up.
yeah, we're hanging up.
Just hang
This
up.
is gonna get bad. All right, guys. Thank you for paying attention. Appreciate y'all. Have a great week. And again, we've got those shirts. Currently, where's it at? So that's this week. We also have the Blue Line shirt that's going to be offered all the way through Friday. And projecttribute.com is the website. Also, I just noticed, Bryce, your guns look pretty big right there. Yeah, there we go. And then again, thank you for helping us reach 8,400 followers. We hit that Sunday morning. And then Lacey's doing a giveaway at 8,500. So you need to make a way that share it with your friends or whatever. But if you'll hit that invite your friends to Project Tribute, you'll hit that pretty quick. So our goal is to hit 10,000. That way we can really start doing some damage. And then on TikTok, where we're trying to hit, I think 5,000 was theirs. And then on LinkedIn, 150. So we've got a page on LinkedIn. So if you have that, just go like us. So thanks, guys. Have a good night. I'm waving, but it's to the timer. There we go. Now we can wave.
Boom.
All right.